Very proud of our team. Great team effort. You always want to see great improvement, and even though lots of mistakes, man, I mean 2-0 could be more proud. I don't know if I've been times since I've been here I've been more proud of a group of guys in a win and how they did it and the attitude of our team, and just really proud of them. Proud of the effort tonight, and really a special win for our team. Questions?
Todd, there's obviously going to be a lot of questions about Kalen in a moment, but I wanted to ask you about the game plan that Chip drew up tonight and Manny executing it tonight, because it was a whole lot different than we saw last week, obviously.
Oh, really? No, we have, I was really proud of Manny. I was proud of the growth that he had. Really proud of our offensive line. It's hard to really point out individuals on a win like that. Tremendous toughness, and ran 90 football plays at a pretty good pace. And our whole deal is our commitment to the run. But no, I thought Chip did a tremendous job, and we were very patient last week. And it's just like you don't get preseason games in college, so it's a little challenge, trying to practice against each other. So you don't really know. There's a lot of things you find out in the first week, and we were very conservative. And then also too, there's some challenges. I mean, we had our defensive end playing Sam linebacker against a 5-wide team tonight. That was somewhat of a challenge. So having guys out, Salamo out. Liu's still very limited. He's not 100%, so he played a little bit, having Marcus out the first half. So we had some challenges. I love how our guys responded defensively. I loved how our guys interacted. They truly in the locker room did not care, and I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if we win 3-0 or whatever it is. Win, goes down as a W, go to the next one. Keep defending this place here, and we're undefeated. And but really proud of. I really think that Kalen's starting to, and I've seen in the spring. He and DeMario are guys that have really improved their game. I think DeMario's leadership and both of them maturing as football players, and he's just starting to scratch the surface of his potential. Kalen is, and both of those guys are just. I'm just so impressed with, and was impressed with how he blocked on the line, and the plan that we had. It was obviously more diverse, and thought it was solid, and I was really proud of him.
Todd, with Kalen, was it part of the game plan to get him that involved and get him that many touches, or was it just a matter of feeding
just take
the hot
what they
hand?
give you? That's what we were doing. Last week we really were just coming in the game that we wanted to. We want to establish our identity of who we are and what we're doing. We also wanted to minimize risk and get our feet up underneath us and try to be simple with our line and with our new quarterback. And we didn't think we had to be real complicated. And we just take what they give you. So we have obviously a game plan we go in each week, and we just take what they give us. And I thought we did a solid job of that tonight. And what happened is just wearing them down. And then we had some nice. There were some things we had some flaws in what they were doing with the wheel routes. We have guys running free on the wheel routes and things like that. I thought was our guys do a great job. We got great coaches, do a great job planning, and our guys had something to say tonight, and they did. I thought I was really proud of them how they went out, and it was pretty intense locker room. I kind of liked it. I was ready. I could have maybe played maybe one play, but it was hats off to Texas Tech. What have got their quarterback, and they got an explosive team, and the frantic pace that they go at is really difficult to deal with. And so they've got a great offensive football team, and but I was really proud of our guys, and we made some mistakes. If not for those mistakes, it'd have been even more of a dominating win. So I thought our guys physically dominated the game, especially down the stretch.
Todd, you were relatively conservative there in the first half, and in the second half, you seemed to bring a lot more pressures, got a little more exotic with some of that stuff. Can you walk us through just the thought process behind that as the game going in and the game?
I didn't call anything. Coach Patterson calls it.
Defensively, your team.
Only call the plays at work. No. What was tough defensively, I mean, because I don't want to say anything negative because we just had a great win, but so many things tonight were due to their tempo, and we just totally left the guy completely uncovered. I mean, we just totally busted, 3 or 4 coverages, and that hurt us. And we had a lot of guys playing that don't have a lot of experience and out of position, and I was proud of, I was really proud of how they responded to those things and the poise that they had. So we were just trying to, I think they scored on 5 of 7 drives the first half. And right before the half, man, I mean, it was just, we got to get out of that mode of, we're not lined up right. We're backed off 5 yards deeper than we're supposed to be and stuff. So we kind of got soft, and then they go down, they get a touchdown, and that was one that I didn't like. And then I think we stopped them 3 of, I don't know, it was 3 of 7 or 3 of 8, something like that of drives there in the third and fourth quarter, and then we go out there with, we get where you can relax, and then we blow a deal, and but yeah, we just felt like we had to, and the kids, they just kind of felt like we needed to. We were rushing 3 most of the time and dropping 8, and we were struggling a little bit, and they were doing some creative things with their backs and stuff, so we were just trying to get a little bit of pressure and hit the guy a little bit, and I think we confused him with that in the second. He threw the ball right to us twice, and that helped us. So I was really proud of the adjustments. I thought that's a challenge now. I'm going to tell you now, offensively, you're not going to have a bigger challenge than that, the way those guys operate that. And it'll help us down the road, too, with the teams that we're going to play in our league. They're very similar. I was really proud of our guys on both sides of the ball.
Coach,
both sides of the ball.
in terms of the relationship between Kalen and Mario and how they've come up from a managerial perspective, what have you and your staff seen in terms of the growth of their chemistry on and off the field?
Our guys got great chemistry with all of our players. Both those guys will tell you, I think where they've matured the most is they don't listen to everybody else. That when you go out and you have this week, Kalen has how many 8 touchdowns, something like that. The next week Demario will. Next week Tim White will. But the other 10 guys out there is what makes you. And our guys aren't like that. That's one thing I like about our team is that locker room, a lot of locker rooms, you'll have coaches and players that are upset because they gave up too many points or they didn't score enough, and there was none of that. It was kind of last week we gave up 13 points, and we didn't score till the last 7 drives or something, and our guys don't. Our guys, we want to play well, we want to win, and so we had a great chemistry, and the thing for us is to stay grounded and not. It's not about any individual. I'm really proud of all of our guys. We've got explosive guys. We got guys with our system that are going to do some great things, and because they got great people around them. So, I think our guys got unique relationships, and they run really hard. They play really hard for each other. I love going in the locker room for the game, and I see them standing up in front of the offensive line talking to them and telling them, how hard they're going to run for them and committing to them, and that's a unique. That's something that's a growth that we have right now in our team that I really like. Our guys are growing. Just got to stay grounded. It's not. That's just 2 wins. Go to the next one.
When you hired Chip, you were really excited. What you saw him bring in, just kind of the creativity that he brought tonight, putting Kalen in the.
Yeah. We're running our offense. That's our system. What I knew that Chip would bring, Chip's he's a great person. All of our guys that coach for us, but I knew he's a great person, I knew he's a great teacher, and I didn't want to convince him of what we were going to believe in. And I felt like that I wanted to get back to, the kind of the pure form of our offense. It goes all the way back to 2006, 2007, 2008. And what we're trying to do, if you want to win, I know all the fancy plays, everybody likes all that. You have to run the ball. You have to be a physical football team. And I knew he and I believed the same way because we come from the same coaching family. So, and he's just getting started. I mean, he's doing a great job. And you know what? He stood up here. He'd tell you, Chris Thompson, John Simon, Dell Alexander, they're all doing great. Keith Patterson doing a great job. TJ Russian's got the toughest job in this building, in this league. It's tough, but we've got a great staff that's doing a great job, and really, really proud. I thought our special teams did a solid job tonight.
Coach, can you talk about that level of trust you have with Coach Patterson and his play calling?
I don't know. I trust all of our guys. It's my faith in our staff is one that is way past trust. So our guys work hard. I know the guys are doing everything they can to help our guys win, and we had some challenges, but got tremendous belief in our guys. So I never talk about that unless somebody asks about it, but that's one of the things that makes our team that way. I think our team is starting to develop that. And what's amazing is we have 5 new coaches, and it doesn't feel that way. It feels like our guys are ready because we really did a good job with the men that we brought in here, and the relationships are about, and they joined a core set of values of guys that are here. So great win. We still taking questions?